raised your voice. Maybe it was one bad moment. Maybe you were exhausted, overwhelmed, pushed past every limit you had. And the second it happened, you saw it. Your baby's face changed, and something in you changed too. But here is what most parents never find out. What happened in that moment was not just emotional, it was neurological. And understanding it will change everything about how you see that moment and every moment after it. Here is what happens inside your baby's brain the second your voice rises. Your baby's brain has one job above all others in the first year of life. Keep me safe. And the primary tool it uses to do that job is you, your face, your voice, your emotional state. Your baby's nervous system is continuously scanning you as its most important source of safety information. And when your voice rises suddenly, that scanning system receives an alarm signal it cannot ignore. Within milliseconds, the amygdala, the brain's threat detection center, activates. This is not a choice. This is biology. The amygdala does not ask whether the anger is directed at the baby. It does not evaluate context or reason. It simply detects threat, and it responds. Cortisol floods the system. Heart rate spikes. The stress response that was designed to protect your baby from physical danger activates in full, triggered not by a predator, but by the voice of the person they love most in the world. Dr. Alice Graham at Oregon Health and Science University studied exactly this. She found that babies as young as 6 months showed measurable brain responses to angry voices even while they were asleep. Even while asleep, their brains were monitoring the emotional tone of the environment continuously and responding to threat signals, whether conscious or not. But here is where it gets more complicated and more important. It is not just about the moment. It is about what the moment teaches. Babies are pattern recognition machines. Their entire developmental purpose in the first year is to build an accurate internal model of the world. And every repeated experience, including repeated exposure to raised voices, contributes to that model. A baby who hears raised voices frequently begins to build a nervous system that anticipates threat, that stays slightly elevated, that monitors more and relaxes less. Research from the University of Oregon found that children raised in high-conflict vocal environments showed measurably higher baseline cortisol levels and altered stress response systems by age 2, not because anything was done to them directly, because their nervous systems had learned to expect a world that required vigilance. But here is what I need you to hear, and I mean this completely. One raised voice does not do this. One bad moment does not rewire a brain. The research on this is consistent and clear. What shapes a child is not the rupture. It is the pattern, and it is the repair. When you lose your voice and come back, when you sit with your baby and say, "I'm sorry, that was too much. I love you," something extraordinary happens. The stress response reverses. Cortisol drops. Oxytocin rises. And your baby's brain records something more powerful than the raised voice ever was. The person who scared me came back. They are safe. I am safe. Love repairs what fear breaks. That repair, done consistently, done honestly, done with presence, builds a resilience in your baby that perfect calm never could. Because it teaches them the most important truth about human relationships. That the people who love you are not perfect, but they come back. They always come back. So, if you are watching this after a moment, you wish you could take back, hear this. The moment is not the measure of you. The return is.